The defunding controversy has set the stage for yet another showdown when Harris County commissioners gather Tuesday. That's when members of the court are scheduled to vote on a tax rate and budget. I say scheduled because some are predicting the conservative minority on court may choose to vote with their feet, so to speak, and deny the court the quorum state law demands for revenue measures. Why? Well, the proposed budget includes $100 million in additional spending, and from what I'm told, unless at least 1/5 of that amount is dedicated to funding 200 additional patrol deputies, the proposed budget is in genuine jeopardy. Panel, like I said, a serious game of political chicken is underway. I'm going to go to you, Bob Price. What do you think of this?
Well, the chicken part is the commissioners failing to recognize the need for increased law enforcement funding in this county. It has got to be the absolute #1 priority of the commissioners and the county judge to get this done. They're avoiding every opportunity to do it. They're actually defunding by cutting these rollover funds. They're defunding the constable's office. Every law enforcement agency in this county is opposed to Judge Hidalgo and the commissioners. It is just absolutely insanity what they're doing. Taxes, you know they're going to raise taxes. They haven't seen a single tax hike that they didn't like this since taking over the commissioners court. And I would not be surprised to see the Republican commissioners walk out. They've done it once before, and it was very effective.
All right, Bill King, I believe I know it was Commissioner Tom Ramsey, and Holly will correct me if I'm wrong, but he's the one that said, look, if you want to have this increase in spending, 1/5 has to go to patrol deputies. That's my price. And that's what the public is demanding. Is that fair?
Oh, it's absolutely fair. I mean, look, I want to just forget about this $3 million and the defunding and all that. They got $1.4 billion. That's billion with a B from the federal government. They did not spend one penny of it on law enforcement. $1.4 billion. Almost every other local government across the United States devoted substantial portion of that money to shoring up law enforcement during this crime wave, and Harris County chose not to. That's the reality, and that's what you're going to be voting for if you vote for these guys again.
Sergio Lira, is that a reasonable deal? I've seen you stand with Crime Stoppers to take 1/5 of the additional spending and avoid, an overall revenue cut, and put that with boots on the ground on the crime-ridden streets of Houston.
I agree. No, 200 officers is fair. It's reasonable. Officers retire and through attrition. This is a normal number. I think the city of Houston has 2 police academies every year, 200 officers. So that's very reasonable. I don't see that. But to say that the commissioners and Commissioner Adrian Garcia, former police officer, sheriff, does not fund law enforcement, it's just not accurate, because he is a true fighter for law enforcement. In fact, how do you spend the money for the Vipers program, for the Smart Shooter program? These programs are funded to help our community identify and address the criminal activity in our urban area. So I don't know about you guys, but I see some results and more constables out here.